My husband's parents decided not to include me in their Thanksgiving plans because my children have disabilities, so I began pushing back. Once they understood all the support I provided for them, they started panicking and doing whatever they could to get me to reconsider. I never imagined the moment when my spouse's folks would stare right at me and declare that my kids were not allowed in their home. Let me clarify. With Thanksgiving just a couple of weeks away, my mother-in-law Janet spoke in a cunning, upbeat manner as she delivered the update. "Darling, we should talk about the Thanksgiving setup this year." For a second, I felt optimistic. I still longed for those family get-togethers, mostly since my twins, Zoe and Tyler, idolized their grandparents even with the increasing gap. "Absolutely, Janet. What's on the agenda?" There was this uncomfortable pause, just enough to make my gut sink. "Melissa, I'll be straightforward. We've caught wind of the gossip. None of us desire your kids near ours." I promise, my cheeks flushed with rage. You know, my twins are 9, and Zoe had been in an incident during a school outing. They were on a vessel, and their safety depended on the captain. Following the vessel's collision and my daughter's lasting brain injury, it came out that the captain was intoxicated. But rather than showing obvious physical impairments, she grew much more lively. Really lively. Like sleeping only 2 hours nightly and initiating food battles when idle, that kind of lively. After much consideration, I chose not to inform anyone. Her educators knew about it and kept it from the pupils. I believed it was the optimal approach because, well, kids can be cruel. But it went wrong. In a matter of weeks, numerous rumors about my precious daughter spread through the school, and the primary one was that she had somehow offered herself to outsiders for a weekend so I could buy a new vehicle, which I did acquire right after. And apparently the rumor reached my in-laws, since suddenly, sweet Janet was excluding me from the family event. We're attempting a new approach this year. You understand, something more elegant. I attempted to stay composed as I replied, "Oh, all right, so no children this time." But then she let out a big sigh before stating, "Pay attention, I'll be direct. We don't want your kids present, but Carries are welcome, so get a sitter or stay home. Your choice." I inhaled deeply as I recalled all the favored sibling tales my husband, Brian, had shared about his sister, cranky Carrie. I suppose I didn't mask my disappointment effectively, because that's when junkie Janet remarked, "Chill out, you wild woman. It's not an assault on you." But she said it grinning, so it might seem like a sarcastic quip instead of malicious ridicule. I clenched my teeth until it hurt. This wasn't solely about Thanksgiving. It was how they consistently elevated Carrie's girls while viewing my kids as secondary. "No, Janet, if my kids aren't accepted, then neither am I." A thick quiet hung between us. Then Janet breathed out harshly, as if I was totally irrational. "Okay, suit yourself." She promptly exited my house, banging the door forcefully on her way out. I could hear my twins in the play area shrieking with joy as they constructed a sort of blanket shelter, totally clueless that their grandparents had just rejected them like bothersome animals. Drawing a deep breath, my mind whirled. I devoted my whole marriage to gaining my in-laws' acceptance, but at what price? No, I was finished with this charade. This is just a short part of the story. For the full story, click the link below and watch it on our channel. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, so you never miss the amazing stories we upload next.